This week, we're diving deep into three offenses, the Ravens, Colts, and Rams, with frustrating fantasy situations and trying to figure them all out. All that and free agents that you should pick up are ahead on this week's 4 fantasy things you need to know ahead of Week 9. Let's start with the Ravens. Unfortunately, if you spent a high pick on Lamar Jackson, you're not really getting the return that you expected this year. But he's still the 13th ranked quarterback in fantasy points, and I have to think the Ravens are going to find a way to help him improve, and maybe that means Marquise Brown bounces back. As for the running game, they might have found gold with Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins on Sunday. And if you drafted Dobbins as a sleeper, well, he might be paying off finally. What gives with Jonathan Taylor? He was supposed to meet the hype that came ahead of his rookie year, yet he's getting outplayed by Jordan Wilkins all of a sudden. And sadly, I think that's the direction we're heading in. I think Taylor and Wilkins, with a little mix-in of Nyheim Hines, are going to be the combination you're going to see going forward. The Rams are impossible to figure out. Some days Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods are a great 1-2 punch. Other days one of them disappears. The running backs were a 3-headed monster, but Darrell Henderson Jr. got hurt against the Dolphins, which means it's Malcolm Brown time over the rookie Cam Akers. That's more of a clear situation than the receivers, but we can all agree on one thing. Jared Goff is no longer a quarterback that you want to be playing in fantasy. Throws too many interceptions and doesn't throw for a ton of yardage. Finally, some names to target off of waivers. Wilkins, as we talked about, is one name to go for. So is Alan Lazard and Jacoby Myers.